Welcome back to Itsnotjunktv. My name is Jarvis, and today, just like the title says, I bought another toolbox. But this time, it's snap-on. I'll say it again, snap-on. Just help the algorithm snap-on. From the model number, I think it's probably mid-60s. Top and bottom about the same. About the same age frame. I haven't really gone through it yet. Picked this up from an estate. The fellow passed away a couple years back, and then this has been buried in the back corner of a garage probably for 15 years before that. So close to 20 years this thing's been buried. Really don't know what's in it. Figured I would throw it all on film, let you guys see it, and then we'll go over it and clean it up a little bit on the end and oil it up. I think that's all the restoration I'm going to do to it. I like the patina, I like the oily, I like the dirty. If you used to go ahead and totally make this look like a brand new one, who would want to use it? And I think I've come to a realization that we may be missing a few drawers on the bottom. But we'll look at that a little closer when we get there, and so hang tight. Let's see what we can find. All right, let's get a little closer look at this thing, if we can do it without the sun. Not that close. We ain't trying to look at the molecular structure. All right, pretty nice old box. We got some cool old stickers on here. Some of them may end up coming off. The old school logo, no wrench in the S. Bill, I'm pretty sure, was the guy that owned this. Some plastic BH bottom box. This is the top. Let's just keep looking at the top. Got a garbage box and a scrap bin. Somebody's hung them a coat hook on here. We got a calendar from 1978. So that was probably the last time it was used in a shop. Bosch, Navy, Monroe, cool wicks, that'll stay. Monroe. And if we can get in here, I think this is a K or a 59A or something like that is what I seen. It's kind of hard. I don't know why they stamped them so light. But got both the handles still intact. Oh, here, the best part. I thought was the coolest. Old foghorn leghorn sticker. It's Shamey's up on top. Actually, it looks like it's been painted. It has been. That's not a sticker. It's my hand painted old foghorn on there. That is too cool. Yeah, we'll have to try to go gently around him when we clean, so if we can't save him. All right, that's the top box. Now the bottom box, the roller cabinet. It's in pretty good shape. It's got a little more rust. It gets beat up a little bit more around the bottom. Same logo. It's got this weird, I thought that drawer was messed up, but it is angled that way, ain't it? It sure seems that way. It's weird that them don't go in no further. Maybe it needs some Earl or something behind it. I'm not sure, but it's got a track like it had a closer. That goes up and locks those in. But it's got tracks like it could have 3 more drawers. Yeah, we'll go through that in a minute. Bottom's got some, probably from critters peeing. But if it's supposed to have a front tray, which it looks like it would, with that track right there, or you could have option of having drawers in it, because them don't look like they've ever had slides. Let me see. See that? It don't look like there's ever been a drawer slide in it, but don't think if I couldn't find a narrow one and a 2 wider drawers that fits this that I wouldn't, because I probably would. Anybody out there has a lead on a couple of them, sure, drop it in the comments below. Also, if you've not hit like and subscribe yet, please do. If you like seeing this old stuff, I sure like saving it. Right there is like 2 of the worst damage points on this box. It's right there. Yeah, but if I could find, let me get distracted here. If I could either find the front cover, but preferably some drawers for this, that would be awesome. But other than that, the bottom box is pretty. There's no handles, no place for a handle. And this one, I found the number on it when I was dropping it on my face, getting it out of the box. I don't know. Yeah, this ain't gonna be able to show it, but it's a KRA 377B. That's what it looks like. Here, I'll just show it. Oh, you can see a little bit of it there, but it's right there. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it. Oh, there it is. So yeah, anybody knows where a front door or a couple drawers that would fit this model, I am definitely looking. All right, well, let's zoom this back out here. See if I can turn this thing away from that sun so we can actually see something. There we go. Keep going, I'm gonna have my patio chairs in the front yard. All right, like I said, I've got a box here for garbage. A can here for some scrap to go to. A wrench to a Fordham rotary machine. All right, let's see what we got here. Some Union stiff. Put that back here. And here we are. Typical. Mouse. I don't see a whole lot of mouse nests in this one. Not in this drawer. But I'm not seeing a whole lot of anything that would probably be considered beneficial. Alright. Well, let me just grab stuff out here and start throwing it on the ground. Let's start pulling. Well, it's just garbage out of here. Broken popper. I've got several, so I'm not even going to bother. Little pair of channel locks. Them can be cleaned. Save them. One of these dent pullers. I got a use for that, but I don't know if it might be pliable enough. It might work. We might have to try it. Some kind of nonsense. Another rusty square. Clip-on car thermometer is what it looks like for your sun visor. I've seen them before. What's on the back? Hooks and nails. Nothing. Sit that over there. It's like hydrometers for testing your antifreeze. Does anybody even do that anymore? Scraper. Couple steel plates. Them would be useful. I won't throw them away. Piece of acrylic. Shrink tube. Hard plastic acrylic. Nothing. Big heavy steel plate. Easy. Somebody got some use out of that brush. I'm just gonna throw all the metal in one box and wire, everything. And then when I go to sort for scrap, if anything cool stands out, I'll see it again. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know that was in there. Is that snap-on? Is that snappy stuff? I wonder if that's the companion tray for this. That would sure be fancy. That's a hose for a grease gun. Them can be handy too. I'll get rid of that. I think this. Is this snappy? That's the true question. It's sure made like the rest of it. It's heavy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take and clean it up a bit. It almost doesn't look like it. Boy, does it fit down in there nice. And the way the edges are folded. Maybe I'll see a number after I clean it. Get this plastic. Some of this acrylic's pretty cool though. I might save that. See, I'm just as bad as the guy this place this stuff comes from. He threw it in here and said, "Oh, I'm gonna save that." And here I am. Trying to break myself of that habit. Alright, I think we'll stop on this drawer. If I just do this on every one, y'all gonna get bored. Let's move on to the next. Some solder. Pull out all this garbage. Rotted rubber bands, broken sawzall blades. I'm hating on, there's some grease fittings. I ain't hating on none of that stuff. Maybe the syringe can go. Some bits. I'll leave that in there. That's an owl. A bunch of. Drill bits. You know how many drill bits I have? How many drill bits were out there? So that, I don't see no point in throwing that away. Move on to this next drawer. I just threw that in the scrap. Let's go pull out here. Just because this is nothing I need down here. I'll keep a key. It'd be sure nice that key worked on this box, but I don't think it's going to. It don't look right. Let's see. Nope. How about this one down here? Nope. Throw it up there just in case. That in here. Old cork didn't hold up very well. So, that's probably factory. Some old cork liners is probably what it come from the factory with. And unfortunately, they have dried up and they've quit the good life. Let's see this one. Oh, more junk. Junk, junk, junk. Junk, junk, junk. Unfortunately, the cork has lost a good fight. I'm not bothering. Let's see what's in here. Empty box. That out of here, throw that on the ground. Dry it up. Looks like a sharpening stone. And a little wrench. We'll leave that in here. I like this one. Antique glasses. Rubber strap for graphite lubricant. Dried up. Old fitting. Scrap. Cut off hoses that's had locked off vacuum lines. That's probably garbage. Pitch it off. We've got a place for these things. Alright. Ooh. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Uh-oh. Somebody was getting knifey. Block plane, little number 220 Stanley. Nothing crazy. These down here. Looks like some fins, some nuts, some bolts, some bushings. Pieces of extruded aluminum. Now we're running a toolbox, so it's all coming out. Old rockers, hip hoppers, and people all around the world. You just go through this stuff sometimes and think it was so important to somebody, they squirreled it away and then never touched it again. Alright, that's the top box. Let's just go straight into it here. A wore out blade. Graphs and charts. All stuff you can look up on eBay. No nails. Get them out of there. Them blades I'll save. Is that just an ink pen? Just an ink pen, garbage. What's in there? What's in there? Looks like some clamp down for a machine that's long gone. Take these out. The pulleys I'm gonna leave because I see them. No way. That's hilarious. Alright, miscellaneous hardware. Rubber cement that's long dried up. I found hundreds of them, don't know what they are. Spark plug wrench. Clamps. They're all sizes and shapes. Y'all see my video pulling the dent out of the tailgate of my Dodge truck, you'll know I snapped one of these. So just like it, same color and everything. like somebody having a fit with somebody over in the neighbor somewhere. Jesus Christ. I wouldn't want to go to them with a nothing like that. But no. You do you, boo. Alright, this little box ain't bad at all. I thought there was a bunch of junk in here. It felt like it. Got spiders or mosquitoes or something just clawing all over my neck. Alright. Oh, uh-oh. Found a little ratchet. I got one of these. Keep that in here. That's all that. Fish all this stuff. Yeah, I definitely have to go through the scrapbooks again. I'm just trying to get everything out. I want to clean it. Get this mouse. Please stop right here. I'm trying to get the hantavirus today. Flywheel puller. I've got another one of them somewhere brand new in the bag. Anybody try to fix a lawnmower anymore? Oh, look at that. This has got a tray within a tray. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Couple more planes. Handling nails. Hydraulic brake parts for wood. Wheel cylinder kits or something. That's what I think of them. I can't keep everything. What the hell? It's like scrap. These old gauges. Nothing anybody can use anymore. Be careful, some of that stuff can be snap-on. That early stuff looks weird. You won't think it's snap-on, but it is. Yeah, that was worth saving. Well, body shaper, that's kind of handy. I can use that. Lone Wolf 5000, I can use that, I guess. Looks like some brake parts. I don't know what it is. Another wheel cylinder rebuild kit. That it is. Yep, I used one. A wheel packing kit. That could be handy. Man, I got a tool out of this. Yeah. I like it. Alright. So a little wrench. Anything good? Made in USA. Not snap-on. No snappy. We gotta have snappy only. That's the only thing in this world that'll do a job. I've heard that it comes out of the box at night and does it for you. That's what I've heard. If you can trust the lead, if you don't lock your box up the night before. But see, you gotta trust where you work, Bill. If you lock that box up, there ain't nothing. Well, there ain't nothing going down. They're just gonna get mad and it's gonna lay there and do nothing. There's some antique safety goggles. That's kind of neat. It's a push. That is kind of neat. I'm gonna keep that. Cause why not? Here's a Ford AM radio. That ain't nothing. Broken drill. Trailer controller. What's left of a soldering gun. Scrapbook is getting kind of full. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Oh, meant to look like something, but it ain't. Ford shop service, shop manual. Looking for some kind of date when it covers. Okay. Alright, let's get down here to this bottom section. Junk to me. Decent script. Now I see why this thing was so heavy. It's got all the lug wrenches in it. And squares. Guy was trying to keep some stuff square. Burgess paint sprayer, piece of a floor jack, another tire, Prince Albert, could be anything in there, don't know yet. Thought that was something I could use, but I don't think it is. Scrap, garbage. Toggle. There's a letter. Good gracious. Face jack. Door handle. Some kind of forward. Alright, that looks about like all of it for in here. Let me finish cleaning this up. We'll take a shot back to it. See if we can clean this old dude up and give it a little sparkle and shine. So hold tight and let's see what we can do. Alright, now we're back on this box. I spent last night off camera, of course. Going through it and shot backing out all the drawers. Wiped them all out, got everything on the inside about as clean as it's going to be for now. I think what we're going to do is start trying to clean up and see if we can't remove some of this oxidation that is dirt and oxidation that's formed in this paint. Best thing I found, just a simple SOS pad. I pick them up from the Dollar Tree, cheap ones. Then mix you up a little bit of soapy water. This is, if you look right there, you can just see that's a hand drawn. I thought that was a decal of Foghorn Leghorn, so I'm also going to try to save with it. So I think we'll start off by now, I don't normally like to take a pressure washer or anything to these. And there's some of these paper stickers that, they're just gonna go. But then, Keep everything good and wet. You don't want to take off a lot of paint. You just want to take off the dirt. Dirt, grease, and oxidation. That's all you're going for. Look at that. That's just from a few minutes. I like it. Like I said, I thought that Foghorn Leghorn decal was just a big sticker, but it's not. It's somebody hand painted. I'll show it to you here in a little bit. Try to get up as close to it. And then I'll just take just a rag to try to clean some of the rest. Now, of course, as it dries, that shine, any kind of shine you're seeing is going to be just dry back out the dull, but we got something for that too. So, like I say, keep them wet, keep your SOS pad wet. If you don't have SOS pad and you got some steel wool, use 4-aught. Just keep it wet. Keep soapy water on it. But we're just going to keep on scrubbing her down and see what we come up with. Alright, now that we got the top all scrubbed down, wiped back down, I think what we'll do, just before we switch down to the big box, let's go ahead and take Windex window cleaner, some kind of lightly aggressive cleaner, and just give it a wipe, get that excess off the surface of it. All right, now the bottom box. Same procedure all again, but I am going to sit this one down so I don't have to work around it. There's a little more to do on the bottom box, so let's get her moved about. And that's a heavy box to be empty. Alright, we got the hard scrubbing part of it done. Now I'm just going back with this Windex. Just getting rid of some of the residues, stuff from the soap. And then we got to decide how we're going to handle this inside bottom. I'm trying to avoid painting on this thing. I don't think there's going to be any way around it with the way that bottom is. It's pretty rusty, and I would like to get it coated in something so it don't continue to rust. This is going to be kept indoors now, so in a semi climate controlled shop, workshop, hole in the wall, whatever you want to call it. All right, that's got all the gunk and stuff. Let's get in here closer and see what I've decided on what we're going to do on this bottom. All right, now to address this bottom. It's still solid. It's still painted on the bottom. That's what's so weird. Either they've set something in here, or a mouse has built a nest and this is where their bathroom was. But everything's still good and solid, so I think my only real solution is just a simple wire brush. Knock off all the loose, clean it all up real good, and come back with my favorite, which is just this etching primer. It'll come out in a gray. That should seal everything in real good. And then I think I got a piece of some car interior carpet that I might cut a square and lay down in there just to see if I can just cover it up. I don't like the idea of painting it, but I don't think we have any option right now. All right, I think our final thing here is give her a good spray down with some WD. You can start seeing how it starts to bring some of that color back in there. Just a little bit of moisture. Just the old stuff. It's all I ever, just typical, regular WD-40. Because I'm keeping this inside, this will work just fine. If I was going to stick it outside, I think I'd rub it down with a mixture of old linseed oil and a little bit of acetone so it evaporates faster. But there's plenty of recipes out online about how to do that. But that's kind of why I do these videos, just show you, these are always things I'm going to be doing, so I film them, and hopefully you guys take a trick or two from them. Or you just like watching me do things the wrong way. Either way, I'm glad you stopped by. If you've not went down below and hit like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it if you would. Don't cost nothing, no subscription. It just shows and it helps me see that I've got somebody watching these things. But I do appreciate you stopping by. This is Itsnotjunktv. I'm Jarvis. Till the next one, take care.